Welcome to Live 365 Radio. It's your girl, Stacey J. And today I have one of my good friends with us joining us today. She has been in the real estate game for like 20 years. She's a broker and she's a mentor. And we want to talk about home buying and is this a good time? Is it not a good time? And why you should buy or maybe you shouldn't buy. So I want to welcome to the show, Nikita Garland.
Hi, guys.
Like you too. Hey, guys.
I can't hear you.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I am well. I wanted to have you on because, we always together anyway, talking about home buying. And you've been doing real estate for a very long time. So you've seen the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, and all that. How did you get into real estate?
17 years ago, I got into real estate. Wasn't planning on getting into real estate, but I was bored at home. I had was going through what I wanted to do in life type of thing. And I decided that I wanted to go into real estate because all I liked to watch was the real estate shows.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I could do this. So I ended up going to real estate school in 2006 and passed it. It was, I failed twice.
I failed once and I never.
Yeah, I failed twice. And a third time, and I was only failing by 1 or 2 points. So the third time, my instructor was like, look, you one of the best students in my class. You know this. Take your anxiety out of taking the test and pass this test. And once he did that, I passed with an 84.
Really?
Yep.
I went to real estate school as well. I was like, this is a good market. This was back in, was it 2000? It might have been early 2000s or late 90s or whatever. And so I'm in there and I'm a person that got to be in front of the teacher. I'm not really a virtual learner,
Me too.
So when it came down to taking a test, it was like all the questions were switched around in a way that I was like, wait a minute, I know this, but it just was confusing me. So, I mean, shout out to those people that keep going because I didn't and I wish I would have. And not that it's too late. It's just I would have had probably 10 or so years in the game.
Yeah, and I'm constantly learning. Even though, I've just recently got my broker license a few years ago. And I'm still learning today because the market changes. Yeah. Like, for instance, the market has changed now. And you mentioned that why is it a good time to buy? Because this is the best time to buy since I've been in real estate 17 years because the interest rates have never been this low.
That's what I heard. I heard it's like really, really low right now to get a house.
Yeah. And so, you look at it as oranges and apples. If the interest rate is low, that gives you a higher amount of buying power to buy a house. When the interest rates are high, then most likely you have to get a lesser house. So, it's the best time to buy, especially if you got big family, you looking to buy upgrade or just want to move up. I mean, you can't ask for a better time to buy.
What about for sellers?
Sellers having their way.
They are
having their way. They don't have to pay closing costs. They are getting 30 to 40 offers per house.
Really?
They are going above list price. If you are a seller, I cannot stress it is time to sell. I mean, it is so bad that there is lines to go see a house now. I just showed 3 houses this morning and we got there at 10 o'clock. We wasn't able to see the house until 11.
Wow. And you know what? That was my goal this year, right? I said 21, I wanted to buy a house because I'm like, I don't want to keep renting. But I decided to wait a little longer. I still am, but I just decided to wait a little longer. And it's just the rent thing. Like rent, don't get me wrong. Everybody don't want to live in a house. Everybody don't want the maintenance of a house. I get it. But when I look at every time it's time to renew and they go up and up and up, and I'm like, you end up being in a 1-bedroom or something, you paying one price, $1,200, and then by the time 2-3 years, you paying $1,500 for a 1-bedroom, which makes no sense to me.
Especially when you can put that money into your own house and cash out. Like those sellers who don't wish to sell, say for instance, they've been in their house only 2 years, they really love their house, or they waiting on their kids to graduate school before they move. They literally have so much equity right now in their house that they can pull that out.
Okay.
Drop a pool, go on a vacation, buy a new car, you know. So for instance, if you got a house for 300,000 2 years ago, it's most likely 500 and something thousand right now.
Wow, that much? Okay. Okay. So y'all hear, y'all, if you selling, you go ahead and sell now. And if you're looking to buy, why not? I mean, unless you just want to keep paying rent. And see, one of the things I, am considering is buying a house with some land, because I would like to have homes built on it for my kids. You know what I mean? Something that kind of keep generational and you guys keep passing down. So that's why I was interested to see, is it a buyer's market? It seemed like it's working for everybody at the same time.
It's a seller's market, but it is beneficial for a buyer because of the interest rates. Now, the location, of course, drives the price up. So again, as I said before, if you got a $300,000 house 2 years ago, you most likely in the 500 range. Of course, that's based on location.
Right.
But if you can get a house for 500,000 after 2 years, so you buy 300, so the 300,000 they selling it for 500. They can get a house right now for 500,000 for the same price as what they were paying for their 300,000.
All right, $500,000 house. I might have to talk to you.
Yeah, so because that's how the interest rates are right now, and then the equity. Okay. So it's just crazy. And Atlanta's market is on fire.
Is it?
It is on fire.
That's a good time to possibly get into real estate if that's your interest, right?
Yeah, and invest.
Yeah, that's what I want to know about. I want to flip something.
Their investors are having their way right now.
Okay.
They are having their way. They are making a hell of a profit. Okay. With flipping houses right now.
And you know what? It's kind of, you think that with everything that's going on, people kind of nervous about, still trying to normalize somewhat in this pandemic. There's probably a lot of different myths on, should I be buying? Should I be selling? Should I invest? Because you hear so many different things. I'm hearing like, well, just wait, don't buy yet. And then, when it comes to investing, ain't nobody really doing this. And I'm like, I see my nephew is killing it in Chicago, flipping. So myths that you hear to clear up, when it comes to home buying, investing, all that. Like,
I think that it's so many people with so many opinions in the real estate, when real estate is the best investment and the most return investment you can make. Stocks is a gamble. Investing in whatever you choose to invest in, those are gambles. But one thing for sure, two things for certain, real estate ain't going nowhere. There's always got to have somebody that needs somewhere to live, and it's just a safe investment, period. I've never heard anyone that go broke in investing in real estate. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm seeing some people, like I said, I'm from Chicago, so I'm seeing some of my friends that's like really getting into it. They're buying. My nephew is killing. He's buying the properties, showing the before and afters. My girlfriend Tawana's cousin is out in, I think, Indianapolis doing the same thing. So I'm like, you know what? While since last year taught me to get a little bit more into investing. So I was into the cryptocurrency and all that. I'm like, let's check out this real estate game.
And for investors that's investing in Atlanta, like the MLK area and the West End area, those houses were buying those houses for $100,000, and they're on the market right now for $500,000 to $700,000.
Yeah, because that area over there is not only is historic, And when you go over there, at first you look at them houses like, I don't want no house over here, but I could see investing over there, and they take those areas and now they bringing them
We
up.
have re-gentrified there, that so people are wanting to live towards the city because it's less commute.
Yeah.
So it's a hot commodity right now.
Right. And then you do also mentorship. You started a program for those that are in real estate, seasoned people that just want to kind of up their game. So tell us about your mentorship program.
Yeah. So the reason I started the mentorship was when I first got my license, you don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
You got your license, but then you thinking, how do I get business? You don't know how to, as a new agent, prospect for business.
Mm-hmm.
Or you think that you're going to get someone in your family to buy a house or whatever, and it doesn't always work like that. So I started the mentorship because I have so many new agents that come to me in my office with so many questions and calls and stuff. And I was like, okay, you know what? Maybe I can bridge the gap.
Okay.
From getting the license and to now. And then I have some seasoned agents who has been in the game way before internet, way before social media. And they just don't know what to do now because they're not up with the times.
Right.
So I needed to kind of get a curriculum as well for them to bridge the gap.
Mm-hmm.
So I started it to help new agents learn how to get business and for seasoned agents to keep business.
Right. Makes sense. And how's it going for you?
It's going pretty good. I love it.
I've seen you on is it Voyage ATL and
yes.
publications, and it's all about, to me, reinventing yourself, because like you've been doing this for 17 years, and then now you like, okay, I've been doing well in it. What can I do? Because now what you've done is just added another extension onto your business to be able to help others, but also to make money as well.
And also to make me feel like I'm giving back.
That's a good thing.
Because I do have a lot of gems, I from the 17 years.
Yeah.
And it's just passing it along. I want everybody to be successful. I've been a top producer 5 years in a row, multi-millionaire producer for 3 years in a row. And it's just, time to give back. It's enough money out here for everybody. And one day I might not want to do this no more. So I want somebody else to be able to, take the reins. So
pass the torch.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I like highlighting and having people like yourself on, is because I don't know everything, but I sure got a plethora of friends that I know I can bring some, resources, some gems. And, because I've been talking to people lately that's been talking about getting into real estate. And so, it's like, what? I got somebody that I can point you to. And even guys, if you're looking to buy or sell, definitely hit up Nikita. Like she told you, it's like so many. And then let's talk about this when it comes to financing for a home. Like there's the first time buyers. I need to know all that. First time buyers. You said it's a seller's market, but I want somebody want to pay my closing costs. I ain't right. But I'm just
and sometimes and lenders are offering closing costs. So the buying process is simple, especially for first time home buyers. There's so many programs out there, down payment assistance. You have Georgia Dream. You have also different counties, want to bring people to buy in their county to produce income and wealth in their county. So they have local, programs and stuff for first time home buyers. And, right now, don't be afraid to ask your loan officer, hey, can I get some type of credit or something to go towards my process? And because they're the lenders, they have the option to do that.
Right.
Some more than others. So it's just all about finding out what you want, how you want to do it, getting your numbers together, and seeing where anybody can pitch in at.
and getting a good broker or real estate agent like yourself to help them.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank you for taking some time to come on and talk with me, because I know I'm in the market to buy soon, and I know there's so many other people that are as well. And so we just want to make sure that we connecting them with the right people, with the right information. Stop letting these people tell you what you can't do and all this kind of stuff.
Right.
And find out about these programs, or like I said, get you a good real estate agent that can walk you through the process.
Mhm.
Yeah. So how can
Contact me. I'm the best in
right,
the land.
how can they reach you, girl? Give them all your info.
I will. I am on Instagram under Upscale Living Realty. I'm on Facebook under Nikita Garland with Upscale Living Realty. I'm also can be reached on Twitter at NC Garland Broker. Hit me up. I'm here for all. I'll teach you along the way, hold your hand, whatever we need to do to get the process done smoothly and to the closing table.
And keep these supporting your local and then your domestic Black businesses. If you know someone that's looking to buy a house, just shoot them over. It's still an interview process, people talking to each other to figure out if we gel together. But definitely, this is how we keep supporting each other, is by soliciting your Black businesses. Make sure that you do that. If it ain't me, if it ain't her, it's somebody, because that's how we're going to be able to reciprocate the wealth, the information, and all that. So thank you, girl. And I appreciate you as always.
Thank you for having me.
I'm going to be with you with my key soon, flipping it around.
That's right.